Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 14 of Proxima Beyond. Now today we're going to be diving straight into building our much needed hydrogen station. This setup will be crucial for having a reliable fuel backup for our ships. Now just a heads up, I'm recording this episode right after episode 13 because I will be out for the next few days, so if it seems like I'm wearing the same spacesuit, you'll know why. Now this episode is going to be very time-lapse heavy since we're going to be doing a lot of building and drilling. So let's jump straight into it. So the first thing, or one of the things I want to do is do an upgrade to our assemblers. So I want to add some more speed modules here. And then also on the other side, I want to add another assembler with the same speed modules. Now that is going to drain the power even more. We can see I'm currently at 9 hours of consumption. As soon as I'm going to kick in those assemblers, it's going to really drain. Now, before we work on the power, we're gonna need to do something else as well. I'll explain soon why, but let me turn off the pistons so that the drill no longer pushes forward. So that should be this one, and then also the last one. All right. So the reason I turned off those pistons and my drill is because I'm full on ice. Now, because my containers are full, so are my drills. And because my drills are full, they can no longer retract or drill away the iron in the background. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to focus on two things. I'm going to build a second container here because these two containers are full. So if I build a second container here, we can drain some more. But I think that's the maximum storage of ice I want to take for the moment, because I don't want to have more than 3 containers downstairs as well. That is going to be collecting the ice. And I don't want to have more. Simple as that. That means 3 containers. Once these all 3 are full, I'm then going to focus on building an ejector system that just pushes out the extra ice, so it keeps just 3 full containers. After that, we're going to build another container on the outside here, because we will probably need some more to be able to mine more of the iron, more of the nickel, and some of the cobalt maybe we can find down there as well. But the first thing we're going to do, we're going to build a container right against here, so we can start draining those drills from all the ice we collected. I just need some resources, and then we can build it up. There we go. You should now take all the ice. There we go. All the ice is taken out. That means that now I can start up my drills again, start mining all that ice, and then fill up that third container full of ice. Let's focus on moving this one first, so we can build our second container. Power on. Let's take off. This is definitely the slowest ship in history. I'm considering actually to change this into drones. Once this is in space, this should be pretty much manageable. Once we add some more thrusters and directions, it should be pretty okay to make a drone out of this. Can I land it in the base? You know what? I'm just going to drop it down here. And we're just going to leave it where it is for the moment. Now there should be... Yep, right here. Build a container here as well. So the only thing I need to do is grind this away. We're just going to make an extension. So we make sure that the pipe is connected. Make an extension outside. And then build the container on the outside as well. And that should be sufficient for now. There we go. So that's now a second container. That means we can start kicking those drills off again. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to speed these drills up a little bit because I feel they are a little bit too slow. So instead, we're going to make this 0.01. There we go. And then we just need to turn you on. And then we do the same with the other 2 pistons. And that should be done and over very swiftly. Okay, now this is all happening. Let me just double check. How is our power? And how is our power once I put some production? We are at 9 hours. If I put some stuff in production, let's say we need some more interior plates, some steel plates, some construction components we will need for sure, and some small steel tubes. I'm now draining my station to 4 hours or 3 hours of power. So let's focus now on the power source, and this is the first thing we're going to do here is extend this one to 4 instead of just 1 in the middle. All right, so that's three extra wind turbines. Let's see how that affects my power. 5 hours, 3 hours. Okay, so it seems adding 3 turbines didn't do any changes. We are still producing stuff. So 3 turbines didn't do anything to our power source. I'm not sure what's going on. But let's focus on adding the... You know what, let's first take some steel plates. And let's fix up or weld up that beam between the solar panel and the wind turbines. Because this is a pretty... weak point that could be easily broken and shut up. But after that, we're gonna build our second solar tower. Right, so now we're gonna start with extending this 16 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because the shadow of the solar tower is there, if I do 16, that should be far enough to have the solar tower, the second solar tower, out of the shadow, out of the shade, and make sure that we have a full efficiency. All right, so I'm gonna weld this all up. I'm gonna build my pillar on top of it, and then build the solar tower. Let's just time lapse this. There we go. All right. Now we got 2 solar panels.
Energy.
Yeah, we'll check in a second. Okay. Let's see how our power is doing, and in the meantime, recharge our battery. All right, let's put something in production. You know what I want to check is my batteries. Fully recharged in 0 seconds, so they should be completely full. All right, good. So if I now put things in production, I think we're going to need a few of these and a few of these. This is still saying 3 hours. While it's very clear I'm having quite a lot of more power with the solar tower and the 3 extra wind turbines. So I'm not too impressed with that. Alright, so what we're going to focus on now is we're just going to build these things inside here. I'm going to build another assembler there, and then we're going to build a whole bunch of those speed modules against it. I think it was Survivor Kit has the assembler. It has there, so we can do that. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go to control panel, and we're going to put you in cooperative mode. That way you're going to take and assist that one instead. Now, let's focus on the speed modules. We're going to put one on the bottom. Let's make sure that we have rotated like that. Alright, now we got these. I might actually put these in a gray color instead. Otherwise, it's just a little bit too much of the same color in here. And I'll do the same with the other assembler. I just put the speed modules on there, and that should be finished and done then. There you go. So now, these are probably gonna... Eh? Not sure what happened. Now I suddenly got 18 hours. Is it because I don't have production? I still have production going. Okay. I'm not sure what just happened, but my power has greatly increased since I put the speed modules. I think it took some time for the game to realize actually what I've done on power source. Okay, so now that this is done, we got now extra storage. Alright, how is our ice? If our ice is full, we know what we need to do. Yep, that's full too. This means you guys, yeah, you guys are full and done. And you also did some cobalt, maybe. Let's retract you because you guys are no longer of use. This means we need to add the extractor, not the extractor, we need to add the conveyor sorter to here and eject all the extra ice that we are drilling. For the moment, I have 3 full containers, I'm happy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build the conveyor system here. I'm going to add an event controller that always triggers to empty the container once it reaches 50%. And that would then eject that ice out of the container so there's enough space for my drills to empty into. Then here we can put these sorters on. Like that. And we can check the arrows. You can see on here, well, I'll weld it up and I'll show you. You can see the arrows like that. And then here we can put a connector against. If I weld this up, you can now see the arrows here pointing outwards. That means that is where the conveyor is going to push it, in case you don't know how they work. Alright, so this is going to be my ejector system. Why I'm splitting this up is because if I just use one sorter, it's going to take too much time. Each sorter only has that amount of resources they can push through them per like second. So if I make 3 of them separately, they will also be able to eject much more. So we're going to put each of these sorters, and we can group them, and we can select drain all, because it's only ice in the container. So it will drain only the ice in the container. Yes. And then we need to put these on eject on and off, I think. But we're going to have to make these connector 6, connector 8, and connector 7. 6, 7, and 8. We're going to have to make that as a group. I'm going to call this the ice ejectors. There we go. Let me go and take down these because we won't need these event controls anymore. I'm going to put one here. Yeah. This is container 4. So, event controller checks if cargo is filled equal or greater than, I would say, 80%. Let's say 75%. Equal or greater than. Then we have to find cargo container 4 and block. Alright, now action. You should take the ice ejectors. Is there a button that says throw out on off? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set this like toggle block on, toggle block off. Now I can set these to eject until we are at 50% or 75% and then see if that throw out on. And that should now start ejecting the ice out. Bit by bit. until this container is at 75%. Now, in the meantime, my drills are still emptying into the container, so we keep on filling this up. But I might actually change the setting so it would be only, what, 90%? Okay, I think we might actually be okay here. Because you guys should stay on 100, no? Okay, no worries. Then we don't need to bother about this. Okay. Alright, this is now working. This container can never be completely filled up. Perfect. Alright. Let me just recharge and then we can focus on the drill. Alright. So every drill should now be turned off here. We drilled away nicely away here. Look, this is all the cobalt. So we're actually at the pit we were before. So that's actually not bad. That means we can still drill down if I want to. And focus on drilling. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. So, what we're going to do, let's take everything away. I'm going to disconnect everything here. We're going to put this all away into the storage. We might actually put a connector here just to be able to store the stuff straight from here down. Alright, there we go. So now we have a nice open area where we can work in. We're gonna work now in this direction and we're gonna clear out all this while we're drilling this away. This is gonna be a nice open room. And I think in the back here where the cobalt is, we might actually drill down. And then bit by bit clear this out. And then when the space is big enough, focus on this never-ending drill that just keeps drilling ice whenever it's needed. So let's first of all get some steel plates. I want to measure how much distance is in here. So we got 1, 2. Let's say 21. And let's see here. That's 19. That means 19. Yeah, I cannot get further here, so we need to do a 19. So we start here, 19. That's 9. No. 9 and 9 is 18. Yeah, so 9. So let's take 9 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Okay. So this is going to be the center point of where our piston needs to connect. I'm just to put this as a marker. Then we can grind all this away. And then the only thing I need to do is provide a conveyor line to that center point. Alright, so now that we have set up all of those, we can then put them on and off. I might actually put a button so I can just turn them on and off myself without having to turn off every drill. There we go. So I might actually put all these drills in my, let me see, this is all, let me put these all in a group. So control panel, drill, let's put these all in a group. Drill, head, save. Then I should be able to find this group in here and say group, drill head, toggle block on off. And then we can put this on a little bit of a speed. 0.005. And we're going to give this a little bit more power. And now this is going to slightly move bit by bit forward. Alright, I think we're good. I'm going to take a nap. And I'll see you tomorrow for another day. Alright, I think this is going to be high enough to do a floor and some conveyor systems and some ceiling. And then the end we can build our drill. So maybe we should start with that already. So now what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to mag plate this on the ground. Let's see if that works with the landing gear. Can we build a block underneath here, and will you grab that? You do. Nice, nice, nice. Then we should be able to detach and reverse. Can add a new head. Weld that up. Bring a new piston. Weld that one up. Like this, we should be able to put another piston in here. Like that. No. Is this being blocked? Okay, so the piston is actually blocked by the drill there. So instead, maybe we should grind this drill down and then build it back afterwards.
Inventory full.
Okay, let's throw this away. Now this is open. We should be able to put the piston like that. Yeah, okay. Weld this up again. Take the head off. Put the drill back. And then we only need to put a drill or a piston head against that drill once that's done. Normally it should fit, but we have to test it. There we go. There we go. We should add a piston head here. Hopefully this works.
Energy low.
Piston head. Need steel plates. There we go. Then first of all, you need to be on shared inertia tension. You need to be on shared inertia tension. And now we need to extend you a little bit until you are close enough to the piston head to attach. I think if the small rods touch about there, oh, a little bit, I think that should work. If I now do add attach, there we go. Now you should be able to unlock. Oh, look at that. Nice. Perfect. We just need to take it all away and we can start again. All right, I think we've done pretty well today. I still need to do some conveying here, so that's going to be closed off later. We've been building the containers and the hydrogen tanks. Everything should have been time-lapsed because this took quite some time. I think it's like 3 to 4 hours, so I'm going to time-lapse most of this in the edit. So what we did, and I don't think you can see it anywhere, we put the... So what we did, we also put the O2 generators, O2 H2 generators, underneath. You can see there through the frame, we put some O2 H2 generators between those connections, so they now are recharging. I did the same underneath the containers, there's also there, but I forgot to put them down there. So I can still, if I want to, just open up the floor, drill underneath or grind underneath, and then build those generators underneath there and have 2 extras. But the hydrogen tanks are nice filling up right now, so that's good. I'm gonna have to do some completing here, close off the walls, put a connection so we can actually walk down with stairs, and maybe build a base on top, we'll see. So, I think next week we might be looking into drilling, so we can start drilling down here in the back. We're gonna be building a drilling rig here. It means we're gonna be drilling downwards into the ice, also take out the cobalt. We're going to start with maybe a piston and a rotor, just push it downwards, clear some area, add some more pistons, drill some more, until we have a nice open area where I can build the automatic drilling rig we built in the Planetfall series, which just continues drilling without me having to do any extra work. So every time what we're going to do, we're going to activate it every time the gas gets low or the ice gets low. Once that happens, the drill gets activated, drills a little bit deeper until the containers are full again, and so on. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I'll see how much I recorded, if I need to do anything more, but I don't have much time left anymore, so I might just leave it, depending on how long it is, to a shorter episode. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the time lapses. There were quite a lot, I'm assuming, looking at the amount of building I did. But I will see you again for next time. I appreciate you all being here as usual. Have a good one. Beeblebum out.